The fragile peace in Gaza is on the brink of collapse, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The U.S. State Department has issued a stark warning. Hamas is allegedly planning an imminent attack on civilians in Gaza, a move that would shatter the hard-won ceasefire agreement. But here's where it gets controversial. While the U.S. claims to have credible reports, no specific details have been provided, leaving many to wonder about the sources and evidence behind this alarming statement. Could this be a preemptive accusation, or is there concrete proof? The lack of transparency raises questions about the motivations behind the warning. In a statement released on Saturday, the U.S. emphasized that such an attack would be a direct and grave violation of the ceasefire, threatening the progress made through painstaking mediation efforts. Israel and Hamas have already taken significant steps under the agreement. All living hostages have been released, and the remains of deceased hostages are being returned to Israel. Additionally, Israel has freed 250 Palestinian prisoners and 1,718 detainees from Gaza. But this is the part most people miss. Despite these strides, tensions remain dangerously high, and trust between the parties is still fragile. Washington has informed other guarantors of the peace agreement, including Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey, urging Hamas to uphold its commitments. The U.S. warned that if Hamas proceeds with the attack, measures will be taken to protect Gaza's civilians and preserve the ceasefire. However, what these measures might entail remains unclear, leaving room for speculation and concern. Hamas has yet to respond to the allegations, but the situation is further complicated by recent events. Last week, BBC Verify authenticated graphic videos of a public execution carried out by gunmen in Gaza, some of whom appeared to wear green headbands associated with Hamas. While the identities of the masked gunmen couldn't be confirmed, the footage sparked outrage and raised questions about accountability. Meanwhile, Israel reported receiving 2 more bodies from Gaza, claimed by Hamas to be hostages, though formal identification is still pending. Adding to the complexity, an Israeli tank shell killed 11 members of a Palestinian family on Saturday, according to Hamas-run authorities. This incident, the deadliest involving Israeli soldiers since the ceasefire began, underscores the volatility of the situation. Israel claimed its soldiers fired at a suspicious vehicle that crossed the yellow line, a demarcation with no physical markers, making it unclear if the vehicle actually violated the boundary. The BBC has requested coordinates from the Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, to clarify the incident. The conflict's origins date back to the October 7, 2023 attack, when Hamas-led gunmen killed approximately 1,200 people in southern Israel and took 251 hostages. Since then, Israeli attacks in Gaza have resulted in at least 68,000 deaths, according to the Hamas-run health ministry, whose figures the UN considers reliable. In September, a UN commission accused Israel of committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza, a claim Israel vehemently denied as distorted and false. Former President Donald Trump has also weighed in, warning Hamas that continued civilian killings would force the U.S. to intervene. If Hamas continues to kill people in Gaza, which was not the deal, we will have no choice but to go in and kill them, Trump posted on Truth Social, later clarifying he wouldn't deploy U.S. troops to Gaza. His comments highlight the deep divisions and high emotions surrounding this conflict. Is the U.S. warning a legitimate attempt to prevent violence, or is it a strategic move to pressure Hamas? And what responsibility does the international community bear in ensuring this ceasefire holds? As tensions simmer, one thing is clear. The lives of countless civilians hang in the balance. What do you think? Is the U.S. justified in its warning, or is there more to this story? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going.